I want to ask about your relationship with Dana White.
He called me a pussy in front of 70 million people.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm fucking asking, because I feel like you guys had a relationship, currently still do. I don't know.
Yeah, Dana and I talk all the time.
I FaceTime with him last night.
Okay.
Right here. They're on FaceTime together.
Yeah,
They
Dana
called you a pussy. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
No, Dana, I mean, Dana just fucking will always tell it how it is. I have no problem with him calling me a pussy. I was being a pussy. So, I mean, basically, Dana will just let me have it. I mean, he's the kind of guy that will post you and do that, and then I call him that night. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why?
It's good to, it's
and he's
good
like, you're
that.
a pussy.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
right.
You need that
fair.
sometimes,
Yeah, okay.
though.
Yeah, so he's just a straight shooter. I love Dana. Dana's done so much for me, and I think that, you know, with the NELK boys, when we brought them over, you know, to Abu Dhabi, when I knew that partnership would be good.
Yeah.
So, you know, I introduced them together and said that these guys are going to be really good for the sport.
True.
Flew them to Abu Dhabi. They all got along like spaghetti and fucking meatball, and I had a panic attack and left.
we heard.
I remember, and Steiny.
In Zirat.
That,
Zirat.
How do you,
that's got to be one of the craziest come up stories of all time.
He's a sneaky little fuck. Yeah, I mean, I remember Zirat, by the way, when I first hired Zirat. He was at goal, and he came in, and he was such a fucking pussy. He was like, "Hi, how are you?" Like a little bitch. And I was like, "Hey, man." He's like, "Well, my father's the best criminal defense attorney in the world, and I host underground poker games." I'm like, "You're hired."
that sounds pretty good.
Done. Yeah.
It's a good bio.
And so then he just came and just fucking worked for me for a year, and then actually got hired by Steve and them when we went to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
So I left, and Steve called me and was basically like, "Hey, dude, like, we love Steiny. I want your blessing, though. Can I come and hire fucking Steiny for my shit?" And I'm like, "Fucking take him."
That's the
There you
that's
go.
the way it's
And
gonna
so
go.
then he went to work for them, and he worked his way up. I mean, Steiny, he's a little fucking bitch sometimes and a little weasel, but in a good way. I love him. I mean, he was with me. He did a lot for me. Steiny took care of me when I had some fucking crazy times.
Did you still chat with him?
Yeah, I mean, see, what I didn't like about it is because obviously me and NELK had our like little thing,
Sure.
and so what kind of pissed me off was, you know, and I guess it's for business, but when you kind of just, you know, you got to remember who brought you up, no matter what.
Yeah.
And then when you're not answering my calls and shit, and like, you know, we're not talking because of that business. That business doesn't exist without me.
Yep.
So never forget where it fucking came from.
True.
Proud of you. Go have that seat. There's no, that's what I'm cheering for you.
Yeah.
But show respect.
But that's the thing with Bob. The homage is not being paid back to him. It's not the fact that they're still doing shit together. Like, so take Timmy Bounce Back, for instance. He's fucking around with Steve Will Do It and stuff.
Yeah.
Bob's obviously not part of that formula anymore. Where'd Timmy come from? He came from fucking Bob.
Yeah.
Him and Timmy are still fucking boys. You know why? Because homage is fucking paid. And I'm the same fucking way. Call fucking petty or whatever. You fuck me over on something like that, where you use me to try to climb or something.
Yeah,
and forget I exist. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm
see-
saying, right? Like with all the situations and the amount of people that say that's fucked you over, you should have like a crazy fire.
I don't think that there's a lot of people that fucked me
It's not,
over.
it's not even intentionally. Sometimes intentionally.
Yeah, I think that it's.
I think you're too nice, bro. Straight up.
You could be.
You gotta be- you're too fucking
Nice
nice,
guys don't
dude.
win all the time, eh?
No, they don't. But I mean, it's not that. I mean, I just don't. Yeah, I don't really take things as seriously as I should. You know?
should.
Yeah.
And so that's just kind of my
Because
thing.
if that shit was happening to me, bro, I would be like
what
fired up.
am I going to do? Ask Steiny for 10% of lifetime
No,
earnings?
no, but just like no, I'm not even.
Hey, listen,
I'm not
you know
even
what?
saying
Fucking
directly.
why
with,
not
let's
try it
say-
out, bro?
Let's
Oh,
say
yeah,
someone,
that-
right? But I would just be like, I'm just trying to prove all these people fucking wrong now.
You got to take a.
Well, that's not my motive.
That's not
I don't
your
need
move?
to prove.
No, it's not that, but that, just to get you going again. You know, like get some sort of fire. You know.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
The fire's there. It just, you know, it's for me. It's more about I got to just take care of my mental fucking health. That's the most
But
important
I
thing.
feel like you could like pull like a Portnoy and have all the bottles, the champagne bottles with everyone, like all your enemies.
Yeah,
You know what I
Portnoy-
mean? Like you'd have a fucking probably a whole club. Like you'd be at 11 nightclub.
Yeah, I mean,
The
you know, Portnoy and I have actually talked a little bit after that happened. When I went to do me and Portnoy had that little beef. That was like early on.
That was like super.
When it
early,
was just like really nothing that serious, and it was just kind of like a fun thing that I just kind of poked the bear and kind of regretted it because forgot that audience is pretty big.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then forgot he was Dave Portnoy, but we did survive that onslaught, which was good.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people that survive a Portnoy onslaught. He's very good at what he does.
True.
And he's done a great job with his fucking company. So
yeah, he can really like take someone down, like for real. Like make someone want to fucking kill themselves.
yeah,